I built this entire high-end 3D animated portfolio website using completely free AI tools without spending a single penny, and then sold this website to a client for $220. And you won't believe this, I didn't write a single line of code. In this video, I'm going to recreate this entire website from scratch in only 8 minutes using nothing but free AI tools. We're going to generate the 3D animation, then turn that animation into individual frames, and after that, we're going to turn those frames into a smooth, scroll-driven website. So the website we're going to build is a portfolio website for a premium AI educator and video editor. And I'm not creating another portfolio website where we have a hero section, some text, a few project cards, and that's it. I wanted the website itself to feel like a piece of content. So as you scroll through the website, the main animation plays in the background, and at the same time, the portfolio information appears naturally on top of it. So let's start with the most important part, the animation. So first of all, to create our animation, we're going to use Google Flow. Just come to Google and search for Google Flow, open the first result, and then sign in with your Gmail account. Once inside, create a new project. And here you'll see two important options. We have a starting frame and an ending frame. And this is what gives us control over how the animation starts and where it ends. I already have two images prepared for this, so I'll take this first image and use it as my starting frame, and then I'll take this second image and use it as the ending frame. And now I'm going to give it this prompt. A cinematic medium shot of a confident person turning around slowly in slow motion, locking eyes with the camera with a subtle smirk and smoothly flicking a sleek metal lighter to ignite a bright, steady flame that illuminates their face. Now select the video option, make sure the frames option is selected, and in the video model, I'm going to select the VO3 Fast model. Then select 1x here and press enter. And now we just wait a little bit. Okay, it's done. Let's see what it created. Wow, this is actually really good. The character turns naturally, the lighting looks great, and I really like how the ending connects with our final frame. So now we have our video animation, but now comes the interesting part. How do we turn this video animation into a website? And the truth is, we can't use this video animation directly on our website. What I actually want is something different. When I scroll down, the animation should move forward, and when I scroll back up, the animation should move backward. So basically, the scroll position controls the animation. And to do that, we're going to break this video into individual images. So open a new Google tab and search for Video to JPG. There's several free tools you can use for this. I'm going to use the first result here. Just drop the video here and wait for it to upload. And now you'll see a video frame rate option. I'm going to enter 24 here. Then just click Convert to JPG. And now it will start extracting all of the individual frames from our video. Give it a little bit of time, and once it's finished, click Download Frames as zip. And that's it. Now we have the complete animation sequence, and this is where things get really interesting. So for the actual website, we're going to use Google AI Studio. Just search for Google AI Studio and open the platform. The interface is pretty straightforward. We have our project controls here on the left and the prompt box here in the center. But before we upload all of these images and start building the portfolio, there's one extra step that we need to do to set up the environment. So before asking AI Studio to build the actual portfolio, I first ask it to create a very simple Hello World website. This is because we're going to upload all of our images here and use them inside the project. So I'll just give it this simple prompt and let it create the basic website. Now AI Studio starts creating the front-end environment for us. And one thing I really like here is that it generates different front-end designs for us to select before producing the final application. I'm going to skip this for now because we don't actually need any of these designs. So once the basic website has been generated, you can see all of the files that it created here. I'm just going to delete these files. And now we have a clean workspace ready for our animation. So this little step might look unnecessary, but it gives us a proper application environment to work inside. So I'll come here, click on the plus icon, choose Upload Zip File, and upload the zip file that contains all of our animation frames. Once the files are loaded, now we can finally tell AI Studio what we want to do with these frames. So I'm going to use this prompt. Generate a smooth scroll animation using the provided image sequence. Keep the animation clean and smooth, sustain the quality of the images, and do not add any extra components or elements. And let's see what happens. Okay, it's finished. And look at this. As I scroll down, the animation moves forward. And if I scroll back up, the animation moves backward. So basically, we have taken our AI-generated video and turned it into an interactive scroll animation on a website. But there is one problem. Right now, this is just an animation. Now we have to add the actual content. And to do this, I created this reference layout for the website using ChatGPT. And you can do exactly the same thing. You can simply ask ChatGPT or Gemini to create a modern portfolio layout for an AI content creator, video editor, or whatever type of portfolio you want to build. Now I'm going to upload this reference image into AI Studio, and I'm going to give it this prompt. Now add sections on top of the scroll animation that we have created. Use the reference image for this layout. Generate the sections as they appear. Keep the theme and styling matching with the background scroll images. Remove any solid background boxes and put all content directly over the scroll animation without adding black shades. Let's run it. And there we go. The generation is successful. We have our hero section, we have the content, and the background animation is working properly. And I really like how everything is now sitting on top of the animation. Now the website is starting to feel like an actual designed experience instead of just an AI experiment. But I don't want to stop here. Let's test it properly and see what needs to be fixed. And I found a couple of problems here. First, the profile image is missing from the About section, and the Recent Videos section doesn't have the actual thumbnails yet. But we don't need to rebuild the whole website. We can simply give AI the missing information and tell it exactly what needs to be changed. So I'll use this prompt. Add content and images where missing. Use the provided reference image for the About Me profile picture and populate the Recent Videos section with real thumbnails. And then I'll upload my profile image. Let's run it. And perfect. The profile image is now here. And if we come down to the Recent Videos section, we can see that the video thumbnails are loaded as well. But there is one more thing that I don't really like. The navigation menu is currently horizontal. And for this dark cinematic style, I think a vertical sidebar would look much cleaner. So instead of doing anything complicated, I'll just tell AI what I want. I'll ask, fix the side menu. It should be vertical, not horizontal. And press enter. And done. So this is basically how you can work with AI Studio. You don't need to get everything perfect with your first prompt. You can look at the result, find something you don't like, tell AI exactly what needs to change, and keep improving it. So now let's take a look at what we actually built. We started with 2 static images. Then we used Google Flow to generate a cinematic AI video. After that, we converted the video into individual frames. Then we uploaded those frames into Google AI Studio, and AI Studio turned them into a scroll-controlled animation. And finally, we added the complete portfolio website on top of that animation. And we did all of this without manually writing a single line of code, in roughly 8 minutes. So this is the final result. Now, you might be wondering, is this actually good enough to use professionally? So let me give you my verdict. For speed, I would give it 10 out of 10. Because going from 2 images to a working animated website this quickly is honestly pretty crazy. For visual quality, I'd give it around 8.5 out of 10. The first generation isn't always going to be perfect, but the good thing is, you can iterate very quickly. For ease of use, probably 9.5 out of 10. Because instead of going into the code and changing everything manually, you can simply describe what you want. And most importantly, for commercial potential, I'd give it 9 out of 10. Because as I mentioned at the beginning, I actually sold this website for $220. And you don't have to use this only for portfolios. You can take the same workflow and create websites for creators, video editors, agencies, restaurants, local businesses, or basically anyone who needs a visually impressive landing page. And once you're happy with the website, you can actually deliver it to your client as well. You can publish it directly from AI Studio. You can connect GitHub and push the project with a click, or you can export the complete project as a zip file. And from there, you can host it yourself or deploy it to platforms like Vercel or Netlify. But I think the bigger lesson here isn't simply that AI can generate a website, it's how you use AI to build it. Don't just ask AI, build me a perfect website. Give it the animation, give it a visual reference, give it your own images and assets. Then look at what it creates, find the problems, and fix them one by one. Because that's how you take something that looks like a rough AI generation and turn it into something that actually feels professional. And that's how I built a $220 3D animated portfolio website using free AI tools in about 8 minutes. But now I'm thinking, if we can build and sell a website like this without writing code, what happens if we give AI an entire real business and tell it to build the whole digital experience for us? That's going to be the next experiment. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to William Prompts. And let me know in the comments, what should we build next? I would love to see what you guys want me to try. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this workflow gave you some ideas for what you can actually build with these AI tools. I'll see you in the next one.